Well, good morning. We've left Alley Spring Campground and we'll be heading starting south towards home. There's Kara. And we stopped, our first stop of the day here is a place called Rocky Falls or Rocky Shut-ins. And the interesting part about the place is that it's rhyolite porphyrious. Is that right? Porphyry. So apparently it's harder rock than some of the others, so the channels stay a lot narrower. But it was a molten rock created deep in the Earth's surface, and they say it came up, flowed out 1.5 billion years ago. I don't know, Carol's stopping at a sign. Let's take a look at the sign. Okay, feel free to stop and read it. It's the Ancient Ozarks. So here we are at Rocky Falls. Man, this would be a wonderful swimming hole. So I guess there's shut-ins up there, kind of what we saw at Johnson's shut-ins, so you can get in little pools up there. Hey, this water is so clear, amazing. I mean, there's no plant life at all growing in the water. All right, I think I found a path here. Yeah, I've gotten up to the side of the falls here and looks like it'll be fun. All right, you can see here, this looks like some very, very slick rock. Easier than I thought, easier than I thought. Now, from up here, they had talked about this red rock, but from down below, it didn't look red at all, but boy, it's very red. Well, I think we should try to go a little higher. I'll have to backtrack a little bit. So yes, now I am up above the falls here. Well, that first level, let's see as we come around here, still more to go. Not sure I really have a viable way to go any higher, but it sure is nice up here. Well, I gotta admit, the worst part here is that I'm gonna have to figure out how to get down because I've gotten up even further now. And trying to find the way back down is gonna be really interesting. But man, is it gorgeous up here. It's a little side chute here. Look at the sheen on the rocks there. Well, we've got a few other people who climbed up here. They climbed up on the other side. Don't know how well with the glare you can kind of see the red and golden colors under the water. Well, I have basically come all the way to the top of the falls now. Up at the top of the falls, this is the creek that feeds it. Sure doesn't seem like the water's flowing hard enough to get through that much over the falls. And then from here you can see the rock formations here going up the hillside. Now that I'm at the top of Rocky Falls, I have to find a way down. Some people seem to go up. I don't know if I'm gonna go up or go back down the falls. You know, it's almost like somebody put steps in the way the rock is fractured. Makes it pretty easy going up and down. Will we have a trail? Do you see a trail down over there?
Yeah, you could get through here, but there ain't a trail, but you can get through.
Okay. Yeah, look at this rock here. So this was all molten rock 1.5 billion years ago. I'm way up here on top, and I think there's a path down the side. All right, so here we are in the forest above the falls. Carol was making a comment, and I think it's true, is that up here in Missouri, the forest doesn't seem to have quite as thick of undergrowth, whereas in Arkansas, it was just like thickets. Well, Carol and Trigger are off doing laundry. I came down to Big Spring, which is a little different than the other springs we've seen. And actually, it was the first spring I ever saw here in the Ozarks, and that was back in the early 80s. I was on a business trip to St. Louis, and a buddy of mine and I had a free weekend, and we drove down here and checked this out. And it's pretty amazing, and it is, I believe it's the biggest spring in Missouri, too. One of the things here that I really like is just the beautiful colors of the water when the sun's going through it. I'm kind of teasing you, I haven't really shown you the spring yet. Assume you can kind of hear it in the distance. No, I just kind of gave you a little peek there. But yeah, we have the watercress here. So the setting here at Big Spring is also just gorgeous. All right, so we were talking about some of the other springs, right? 81 million gallons, 288 million gallons a day on average. You can see the spring here just totally different than the other springs we've seen. That's just coming right out of the bottom of the mountain. Well, we'll probably see a sign here pretty soon, but one of the things that amazed me was these springs. They travel through the, like underground passages. It's dissolving like tons and tons of calcium carbonate or something like that. Yeah, I don't know about you, but to me, 173 tons of dolomite bedrock every day washed out of the spring here. I mean, you kind of wonder why there aren't just sinkholes everywhere, or these mountains just kind of crumbling down. That is tons of material. Yes. But look at those colors. The blue of the water, greens. But look at this water. All coming up out of the ground here. It's so different than the other springs we've been at so far. And this, the way this stone is eroded down here is really wonderful too. Beautiful textures. And that's the end of it. But I think a lot of it is just literally just boiling straight up out of the earth here. Just mesmerizing, huh? This is amazing. You can see it's actually pushing up from under the rock there. The same thing over here and then by those rocks. Look how it just bubbles up. Just spectacular here. Behind here we have a cave. Fortunately, I can't really stand up in here. I don't know if this gives you a better view or not. Kind of looks like a little room back there. And then we have another little exit over here. So there's that other entrance or exit to the cave. And we have another, I don't know. Yeah, I think this is a totally different cave here. One back inside here. Actually, this one's much taller, I think. I may be able to stand up in here. Well, you can see it's pretty dark in here, but it looks like it's even taller back further. Let me put the light on and see what we can see. Ah, man. Oh, wow. Look at this. Whew. Man, had no idea. Look at this. Look at it, dead ends back there. I don't know if it's showing up how red this rock looks. Yeah, isn't this trippy? Come out, you can see here the opening. Obviously, I mean, my head's way up here. Oh, look at this. I mean, it's probably graffiti, but it's kind of cool. Okay, well, I want to just walk up this trail a little ways. Probably not too far. It's just gorgeous here. Look at that blue water. Yeah, look at this rock wall here. Just amazing. Covered with lichen. And it just amazes me. I mean, the lichen is like a coating. Looks like it's just been dusted with like a green dust, like snow or something. I've never noticed this before, but there's water coming down out right here too. I'll tell you, I mean, it is freaking gorgeous here. Let's look around a little bit more and then maybe go and get Carol and Trigger. Kind of steep steps here. I know what this stuff reminds me of. It's like molten metal. I guess it's just all the people walking here worn it shiny. Well, in case you can't tell, I really love this place. This is probably about my 4th trip here. I was going to come here one time, but the park had flooded out. And then last night we heard that Alice Springs, that campground, was 12 feet underwater a few years back. Kind of messed up all the restrooms. They had to do them all over again. Tomorrow we actually leave Missouri, go back into Arkansas. We got some pretty cool things there as well. But I'm gonna go pick up Carol and Trigger from laundry. I'll see you somewhere on the road or at camp.